Hey guys, Gary from DIY Electronics. Today what I got for you is I got the 5816 Ademco Vista wireless contact, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to replace the battery in it. Alright, now this contact here is the workhorse of the Vista series panels. There's probably, I don't know, 100,000 plus of these out in the United States in homes. And the batteries do need to be replaced once in a while. Now, to make sure that they're problem free, you really should replace the batteries in these, I would say every 3 years. But I've actually had some contacts out in my house. I've had them for 8 years now and never replaced the batteries in them. But they do occasionally go bad. But I would, in general, replace all your batteries every 3 years. Okay, now there's a right way and a wrong way to replace the batteries on these. You want to make sure you use a quality battery, and they are a CR123A lithium battery. Now this Panasonic, that is what comes with these 5816 right out of the box. Now let me show you. I'm going to bring you to the internet now and show you the ones that you really should get. So starting right here at the top, don't ever put a Amazon lithium into your alarm system. They are the biggest piece of junk on the market. Alright, this is a quality battery right here. There's only 3 batteries I'm going to show you that you should ever put in your Ademco 5816, and that is a Duracell, alright, CR123A 3-volt lithium, okay. Let's see, Energizer, yes, you can put those in. Don't ever touch these streamlights, they're junk. Vonacol, these are junk. Duracell, of course, yes, very nice. EBL, junk. 9Max, I haven't really heard anything about that, but I wouldn't use them. There's only 3. Again, there's only 3 you use, and that is the Duracell, the Energizer, and then the Panasonic. Those are the only 3 batteries that I would recommend for you guys to put into a 5816 contact, because if you use one of those like Amazon Basics, you're going to replace it within a week. It's going to go right back into trouble. These things want a quality battery. Okay, so now let's get into replacing the battery. Depending on how your alarm company mounted this on your door, this little clip right here could be pointed up, and you're going to be looking at it from the bottom, and you're going to go say, where the heck do I open this thing? Where is it? It's on the top. Alright? And now sometimes they'll mount them this way. Okay? And you can clearly see it on the bottom. It all depends on if your door swings into the right. Let's see. If it swings into the right, let me just think of this. If you grab the door and you swing it into, swing it into the left, most generally the clip is going to be on top. If you take and you swing the door in to the right, the clip is most likely going to be on the bottom. Alright, but either way, you got to find this clip right here. Then you take a flathead screwdriver and you just, right on the top of that tab, just push down and pull the cover off. Alright, comes right off. There's your battery right there. Alright, now keep this little silver thing in mind. Try not to touch that. That is your tamper button. If you break it or you bend it or something like that, you're going to be in trouble. Basically, you're going to have to take this contact and throw it in the trash, or you're going to have to call your alarm company and they're going to have to replace it at probably about $300. Alright, so anyways, you just grasp the battery and pull it right out. Okay, now if you look down in the circuit board, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Look down on that green circuit board. You'll see a negative sign over here and a positive over here. Okay? You got a negative and a positive. Usually towards this blue block, that's your exterior contact wiring, okay? Towards the blue block is the negative, and towards the tab is the positive. I have seen some of these out there. They were reversed. All right? It depends on what version it is of these. They actually can be in reverse. But anyways, you take your new battery, okay? And of course the nub up here, that's the positive, and the flat side is the negative. And actually on the battery it's marked positive and negative. So again, the positive goes towards the clip, the negative goes towards that blue block. All right? So all you do is, usually the easiest way to do this is put it in the negative first, put it at an angle, and just push down and it clicks right in. All right? Now, to put the cover on, I'm going to bring you guys down here again. It's going to be easier on down here. To put these covers on, it can be a trick, because it's so many times I've gone out to people's houses, they say, I replaced the battery, I made sure it was incorrect, and it's still in trouble. It will not clear. That's because they'll put this cover on here, it'll be all askew like that. And they're like, well, I put it back on there. I've actually seen covers like that. What you have to do is there's two little nubbies back here. You want to take, there's your opening. Of course, it goes to that clip. You want to go, pretty deep, pretty, sharp angle, and make sure that those two little nubbies are into these. There's a couple of holes back here. See that hole and that hole? Make sure that those are in there. All right? And just ease it down and click. All right? And make sure everything is setting down nice and tight. All right? Because if this is over your head and you're up there and you're like, oh man, it just won't, and you go bang, bang, there, it's on there. You're still going to have a excuse me, you're still going to have a check 9, because you just damaged the contact. I mean, I have seen people get pissed at these contacts, and I've had to go out and replace them, or repair them, or whatever I have to do. Okay, so anyways, I got the battery back in my number 9, I got it back in my number 10, and then you just punch in your code and off. Punch your code in and off again twice. Alright. Then what you have to do is you actually have to trip that contact. Open and close your door a couple times. And there you go. You're ready to go. Fault 10. Now open this one. It'll be fault 9. Alright guys, I mean that was that was the long and short of how to replace a battery, what batteries to replace it with. I have seen so many customers out there get aggravated with replacing the batteries in there. I've seen them put them in backwards. I've seen the covers be on askew, and they're wondering why. It's still showing check, because on the inside of these guys, now this is going to go into trouble again. I'll just shut this up, hang on. I'm going to bring you back down to the bench. Now again, I was talking about this switch right here. That meets up with this piece right here. And if you get that in there askew or something like that, and you start forcing it down, it'll actually break the switch. That switch is very brittle. It's just a piece of junk switch. So again, you get that in there nice and deep, get those two little clips to set in. All right, and just ease it down and just click it, and make sure it's all the way around. So if you go and you replace your battery and you punch in your code twice, you've opened and closed the door, punch your code in, off, and everything else, and it still stays in check, and you know you've got a proper fresh battery like the ones I showed you, 10 to 1, your cover is askew. It's not on there properly, and it's not hitting that tamper button properly. And now the next video I'm going to make is I'm going to show you how to actually bypass that switch on the inside in case you ever break it. Because if you break that switch, these things are like $150 now. I've seen on Amazon and eBay. $150 for these stupid things. All right, and that's the next video I'm going to make. Is I'm going to show you in a program how to bypass the tamper on this, just in case you break it. All right, guys, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, like, hit the button. Thanks for watching.